Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cursing Seamstress. It's been a pretty busy week and I have been sewing. We had a hurricane here on the East Coast and thankfully our area only got the effects from the very outermost bands of Hurricane Florence. So schools were closed, government offices were closed, some businesses boarded up and closed down. So we had probably about 4 or 5 days worth of the effects of the storm, even though we didn't really have folks with a loss of power or trees down or anything where I live, but I think just in preparation, not knowing where the storm was going to go, businesses did close down to give time for people to prepare for the storm. So actually yesterday was the first day that, let's see, the storm came in on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then yesterday was Tuesday, was the first time that we actually saw the sun and that I could look out and see that the river where I live was actually going down. And the reason it went up was not because of rain, because we actually had very little rain, but because the water from the ocean and the sound was blown up into the rivers and caused the rivers to rise. So we were very fortunate, but I probably did spend a bit more time at home, and therefore I was able to sew a little bit more. So I'll just show you one thing that I did make. All right, I made a Vogue pattern. It's a pencil skirt. I've had this pattern for months. It's Vogue 8750. This is what it looks like. There are basically two versions. One is the flared skirt version. The other one is a straight skirt. And then between the two of them, there are 3 different lengths of the skirt. Here's the line art on the back. This was interesting here. This I puzzled at for a bit, but then I think, if anyone knows, you can tell me, that these are body shapes that are appropriate for the garment. That would be somebody who is wide at the shoulders and then narrower at the hips. That would be a pear. That would be a straight, undefined sort of waist. And that would be somebody with a very defined waist. I think that's what it is. If you know, let me know. I don't remember seeing that before. So based on my measurements, I made a size 16. This, just to let you know, this is a good pattern. I thought that as I got closer and closer to finishing it, I realized that, and trying it on, I realized that there was something not quite right about it, and it was the fact that it was just a little bit too big for me, mostly in the hips. The waist was okay, so I laid it out and took it in another probably ½ inch on either side for probably a good 8 inches, starting just below the waist and then going down about 8 inches. And I really do need a French curve to be able to do that, but I just did it with a ruler, and it worked out fine. So it is fairly generously sized, I guess. There are a lot of pattern pieces. Let's see if you can see this better here, but I made the pencil skirt. So on the front, there are 1, 2, 3 pieces that are cut twice. And then there's the center front. The back has 2 pieces for the waistband, and then the side, of course, is cut twice. And then the two center pieces are cut twice. There's the zipper. I made the longer version. I didn't use this pattern to its greatest potential, which would have meant more of the color blocking. I didn't really think through it. I did do some color blocking, but not really enough to make it a very interesting looking skirt. I do like it. It is very wearable. I'm wearing it today to work. And I'll stand up and show it to you. I did serge my seams as I went along, and there were a lot of them because of the multiple pattern pieces. And there's a little kick pleat in the back. And I don't have that much else to say about it. I did, after I made it, I went to a website just to check to see how in pencil skirts are. And because I'm probably not the best person for keeping up with trends. I know in my town we have one department store, and I really rarely go in there. Maybe every 3 or 4 months I'll go in and look and see what they have. And of course I watch all the sewing videos that I can on YouTube, and shop online and see what the online stores are carrying in terms of clothing. So as it turns out, I went to Outlook. It's H-A-U-T-E-L-O-O-K, which is somehow connected to Nordstrom. And I just put in the search word skirt. And lo and behold, almost every skirt is a pencil skirt. There were some gathered skirts and some shorter skirts, but mostly what I saw were the pencil skirts, the longer pencil skirts. And mostly the shirts or tops that were paired with them were either crop tops or tucked in tops. So, anyway, so I guess it is pretty current. The fabric that I used is, I don't know what it is. It's a cotton. It was a curtain. I got this from someone else, and to be used as fabric. It's a Waverly, and so it's not the best fabric in the world. I do see that there is a line down the center of this where it was folded. And I've often wondered, and I've actually seen this debated, I still don't know the answer, whether or not the Waverly fabrics that are sold at Walmart are of a lower quality than other Waverly fabrics sold elsewhere. This wasn't a Waverly fabric because it was a curtain panel, but overall, I don't really think that the quality is that great. But again, I'm trying to get through my fabric stash, use up what I have, and it's really fun because it helps me to test a pattern. I can use fabric that I did not pay a lot for, and hopefully wear it if the pattern is a very workable pattern that fits me. And that's sort of what this is. So I'm going to stand up and let you have a look at the skirt, and I'll show you the very minimal color blocking that I did. Okay, so this is it. Color blocking right here, color blocking on the back to waist pieces here, and shirt is I think it's from the Gap. It's just a knit V-neck top, and so that's it. I like it. Again, where I took it in was from somewhere along here down maybe to this point to get rid of some of this fullness here. So 2 thumbs up for the pattern if you're interested in a pencil skirt pattern. It's not difficult to sew. It's a little bit tedious because of all the pieces. So that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you back. I have another pattern review for a dress, and I'll see you back shortly for that. Bye-bye.